Okay, we are live again in my favorite platform. A few people are jumping on board. I like that. I'm gonna have a sip of my tea like I normally do at this time. Let's see, where's everybody from and where are you guys connecting from? I have some hearts coming in. It's awesome. Of course, the more hearts we get, the more of a feeding frenzy we're going to create here on TikTok. TikTok just loves when we have, when we display likes out there. Feel free to also share it with whoever you might want to share it with. Some more people are joining, more and more jumping on board. That is awesome. So, what I wanted to talk about today, or tonight, I should say, is what does it truly mean to be fully awake? Okay, so Montreal is here. I love that. West Indies is here from French West Indies. I love that. Thank you, thank you. So to be fully awake, okay. My version of fully awake is plain and simple, even though I did discuss in some other lives and some other videos of what awakening means to me. I'm going to extend that a little bit, and I'm going to say that to be fully awake means to realize that when you look around you, everything that you see around you and your thoughts that you are observing and your emotions, they're not you, okay? So basically, it's like I want you to step out of your head because, believe it or not, we live in our head, in our mind. I want you to step out of that and become fully aware of your present moment, of your present situation, of your present surroundings. By doing that, what is happening is you come out from your so-called dream state, because believe it or not, when you are living in your mind, when you are living in your thoughts, you are living in a dream state. Okay, you are literally not paying attention to what is happening around you. You are not paying attention to anything really. My friend is here, love from Saskatchewan. Awesome. Thank you for being here. I love the fact that I have a few of you here as well. I had a question here. Kelowna's in the house. What is wrong with money to become number one? So, there's nothing wrong with money as long as you realize that money is just a tool and it's just energy and it's not what defines you, because at the end of the day, or at the end of your life in this physical realm, you can't take money with you. I guarantee you that. Okay, so it is good though to have it while you're in this physical realm. I agree. Montreal is here. Okay, Kamloops. Again, Toronto, Saskatchewan. Is anyone fully awake? Yes, you would be totally surprised to hear this. There's a lot of people that are fully awake, believe it or not. And even though we do have our moments, even though we do have our times, we really catch onto them and we become present and fully aware in the present moment. Okay? And that's all it is to be awake, really. It is just about you realizing that you are not your thoughts, you are not your emotions. And by realizing that you are not your thoughts, you are not your emotions, you start paying attention to your everyday or your surroundings in general, what is happening around you. Okay? So I'm going to give you a little exercise right now. Whatever it is that you are doing right now, okay, just stop for a second. Okay? Just stop for a second. Don't think of anything. And look around you, right? Just stop. Be silent. Be quiet. And look at what is happening around you. Just observe. So if you can, just stay totally silent, totally quiet. Don't move and just move your eyes like this. And pay attention to the stillness, the quietness that comes around, okay? When you start doing this, and you start doing this multiple times throughout the day, some magical things will start to happen. You're going to realize that what is going on around you is not you. You are observing it, therefore it cannot be you. And you're going to realize that whatever's playing out in your mind, in your brain, that's not you either, because every time you play something out, it never really happens anyway. Okay? It's just as simple as that. So, send TikTok universe to Luna the Pit. Okay. Whatever that meant. That's awesome. I get some beautiful messages out here. So let's see some of your messages. Nice to see you again, my friend. Yes. Awesome. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Hello from Ottawa. Austin. Dustin is in the house from Ottawa. What is your favorite number, please? Okay, so this is pretty awesome. I don't really have any favorite numbers, to be honest with you, because I believe that every number is unique to every single person. So depending on what numbers have followed you throughout your lifetime, which sometimes, you know, they might change in between, I would just go with that, okay? But any particular number, I wouldn't really say that I have. Although I am drawn to the number 12 for whatever reason. I'm not sure why I'm drawn to the number 12, but I do like the number 12. I also like the number 4, 7, 9, right? 3 and 6, of course. They're always among my favorite numbers. And actually, I had heard a long time ago that the key to the universe is within the numbers of 3, 6, and 9. Okay? The universe does operate in a mathematical way, kind of, I guess. So, yes, the numbers 3, 6, and 9 are universal. And for whatever reason, I just, every time I think of 3, 6, 9, I think of the omega, you know, the fatty acids. I think of the omega 3, 6, and 9 as well. And I've always had a connection with that. I'm not sure. Yes, 3 to the power of 27. I love that. Thank you. Hi, Camila's in the house. Hello, my friend. Emil is in the house again. Hello, Emil. I bet it's nighttime. Thank you, Emil. What time is it there? I'm supposing that you're not going to bed yet. Okay. Oh! I'm getting so many people here. I love your energy. I love everybody that's here. And for those of you that just jumped in right now, because I see a few new faces just jumped in, what I was talking about is what to be fully awakened really means. Okay, so to be fully awakened, besides the fact that you are, observing your thoughts and your emotions, is also to realize. Thank you for that. That you are not living in your mind. Okay, thank you, Emil. You have to realize that you are not living in your mind. Thank you, Emil, again. Because it is key. The minute you realize that you are not your thoughts, you are not your emotions, I want you to start looking around. Just like I said, stand totally still. The best way to do it is just stand still like this. Don't move at all. Don't even move your head, nothing, just your eyes. And stay silent and still for as long as you can. And if you can do this multiple times a day, you are going to realize that you are above and beyond your mind. You are going to connect with reality. And when I mean reality, I mean with whatever is happening around you. That is your reality in that particular moment. And if you connect with your reality in that particular moment, you are going to wake up from the dream state that we have been sleeping for almost our entire lives. Okay, and I say almost because there are glimpses in between that we kind of feel that maybe we don't belong here, or that there's something more to it, stuff like that, right? So these are beautiful glimpses that we might get. Let's get some more likes out there and some more shares so we can bring some more people on board here. The more likes you guys send out, the more people are going to be jumping in, because we create a feeding frenzy here. Okay, third to the power of 27. Yep, awesome, awesome. Thank you for the balloons, Emil. Like usual, you are wonderful. Minus 53. Awesome. Yes. So, like I said, every number, everybody that has a particular number, thank you for all those beautiful likes, is a specific number to them. Black Cat, Tarot, Paranormal, okay, says cool. I love that. Factulated, I love that. Okay. Emil, of course. You're just so wonderful to have on board, Emil. I love you, my friend. And of course, Christian is in the house. Send some roses here. I love you guys. Brandon sent some roses. I love you. Thank you very, very much. Camila is saying, it's so great to see you here. It's 1 a.m. Thank you for that. Beautiful. Thank you, Dee, for that. The mustache actually kind of goes with the mustache that I have, and it's actually awesome. So it's 1 a.m. there. So Camila, what time do you go to sleep? Or that's personal, actually. It's up to you. Whatever time you want to go to sleep, sleep. As long as you just sleep to recuperate your body and not to sleep. I'm talking about really sleep, like who you really are. I'm talking about. Hi, friend. Okay. Well whisper or well listener. Okay. Emil again. Hello. Just came to house from work. It is okay. 12:53 in Luxembourg. Wow, Emil. I've always said that I love to visit Luxembourg or Luxembourg, depending on how you want to call it. It is one of those countries that, for whatever reason, my heart always goes out to. And I know what you're going to tell me. You know, it's a very, very small and there's not really much to do and all that. But yeah, you know what, my friend? There's always a lot of things to do, especially when there's wonderful people like you living there. Christian says, we love you. Thank you very much. I'm truly humbled. I'm truly honored. I love you all from the deepest, deepest parts of not just my heart, but from my soul. Okay, really love you all. So Black Cat is saying, may my spirits and angels I videotaped in my home heal you all. Oh, awesome. So I guess you did videotape some spirits and some angels floating around in your home. I love that. That's a video that I wouldn't mind seeing because I just love stuff like this. I usually see them floating around for real or through my mind, through my third eye or whatever, but it's also good to see them floating around in somebody else's video because it's just a whole different experience. Camila says, since I woke, it feels like I entered a world of pure love. I love my life now. Yes. Thank you for sharing this, Camila, because this is exactly what happened to me as well. Okay. I just felt this instant love for everything and everyone around me, and not just around me, but even beyond me. I love the planet. I love the universe. I love everything that this planet has. And I love even the so-called bad things that are happening because in reality, there's nothing good or bad. It's just a matter of perspective. And it's all here for our learning experience. And if we learn how to love everything, we are actually becoming truly aligned with who we truly are. Thank you, Camila. Just a beautiful comment from your part. And Rick is in the house. Hello, my friend Rick. Good evening to you. I hope you're doing well. Nick Negron. Always Rick Negron, always a pleasure to have you on board. You always have something fascinating to add to all the lives and also any videos that I'm doing. So happy that you're here, my friend. Good morning, boss from Nigeria. Okay, good morning to you too. I hope that you are having nice weather over Nigeria. I don't see why you wouldn't. You generally do have nice weather out there. And Amsterdam is in the house. Efisha, I believe. Yeah, if I'm pronouncing it correct. That's awesome. That's a beautiful name, by the way. Amsterdam, Holland. That's another Beautiful place. I've been there a few times to Amsterdam to switch planes, and I just love it when I fly over Holland and I see all the greenery. It's just amazing. All you see is green, and I love it. Run for president, Christian is saying. Well, thank you for your vote of confidence, my friend. But everybody on this planet has something to contribute, and right now I'm not being pulled in that direction from my higher being. The direction that I'm being pulled in is to create awareness to every single person that I can meet and come across, because when we create awareness, when we create this higher vibration among us, the whole planet just raises and becomes such a better place to be in. Let's get some more likes here, and if you guys want, you can share it, of course, with as many people as we want. Having said that, if you haven't already followed me on TikTok or right ahead, you can hit the follow button if that's what you wish, and you can also hit the little icon or the bell icon so you can get notified every time I upload a video. And also at the bottom of the page you will see my link tree, which you can also tap, and you will find my other links to my other platforms as well. Glad to have everybody here. And of course, if anybody wishes to subscribe here on TikTok, you're more than welcome to. You can only do it while I am live right here, because I don't think that you can find the subscription button when I'm not live. So, I love that. Thank you. Amsterdam, yeah. So, Joanne says, I got this number 168 in the head all the time. Okay, so now the question is, what does the number 168 mean to you? Okay, is it something that has been constantly appearing throughout your life, or is it something that just briefly started showing up for a short time? And then once you find the answer to that, you need to realize what that number really means for you and you specifically. Okay, maybe you had, I don't know, a connection between you and somebody that has passed that has something to do with that specific number. So Camila says, I have more than one number. I love 43, 13, 19, 33, and 23. Awesome. Yeah, just like I said, I'm pretty much in the same boat. There's different numbers that apply to me at different times. Thank you for sharing that, Camila. So I love the way you guys are communicating. He just spoke to Emil. That is German and Dutch in Guten Morgen. Okay, awesome. So what is higher frequency for awakening? So Dreams Power is asking. So higher frequency pretty much just means higher vibration. Okay, and the way you get to that vibration and frequency is by number one, your thoughts. Okay, you always need to have good and positive thoughts, so you need to be aware of them. The minute you catch your mind drifting away, and it will, believe me, your mind is like a little child and it needs discipline. Okay, you will catch it drifting away to things that you don't want it to do, and all of a sudden now you are not in reality. You are actually living in the dream state that I call. And for you to awaken, you got to first realize what those thoughts are. And once you realize that those thoughts are not part of you, what you do is you start feeling better and better and better from whatever point or whatever emotion you're feeling at that particular moment. You go one step higher and higher and higher until you reach emotions that are equivalent, let's say, to compassion, appreciation, gratitude, and the one that I love the most is love, of course. And this is how you raise your frequency and vibration. And once you start being at a certain level, that's what we call awakening, believe it or not. So Rick, let's see what you're cooking, Rick. What are you asking? What would recommend when one goes through a process of feeling like you're not connecting? That's a very, very good question, Rick. I'm sure that a lot of us, believe it or not, including myself, have had that happen numerous times. Okay, we do have times that we feel that we can't connect with anybody or anything. Okay, and what I would truly recommend in this scenario, Rick, is just to become fully aware, which you are in this case, and that's a very wonderful sign because you're already aware that you're not connecting. So that's step number one, okay, is your awareness to it. Step number two would be to become non-resistant to it, okay? So by becoming non-resistant, Rick, what happens is you are just allowing things to take place without you interrupting or interfering. And then once you allow things to happen, you just let them be and let them happen. Okay, so that's my recommendation. Don't try to connect, just let it be, and things will automatically connect with you, Rick. If you need more clarification on that, you can always DM me, private message me or something like that, and we can go even deeper on it because it is kind of a big topic. So I just can't kind of give you like the broad spectrum here of it. So Camila, I go way too late just because I love nighttime. Okay, I see what you mean. But try to be latest 2 a.m. but usually don't. Okay, I see what you mean. So you love sleeping later and that's why you're still up while it's just past 1 a.m. there. I get it. I'm guilty of that myself as well. I catch myself being outside a lot of times, even in the dark, because it's just a more silent place when everybody and everything around me is at ease, is sleeping, is resting. It seems like the whole, well, it's not the whole universe, but my whole surroundings, is just sleeping, and it's just a wonderful feeling. So I get that. Thank you for sharing that, Camila. Come to Amsterdam. Thank you for the invite. So I will let you know, definitely, because I am trying to travel again. Thank you, Mario, for that. I love this. I love that. Thank you for that wonderful gift. Emil, okay, is tagging a fish again. Swats do. Okay, you guys are speaking German and Dutch to one another, and that's awesome. So I love you also, my friend. Thank you, Brandon. Love and light to you, my friend. So, another great question. How do you deal with if you are under curse? That's a great question. So the first thing you need to do to deal with something like that is to realize that there's no such thing as a curse unless you believe in it. And what I'm saying by unless you believe in it is because nobody, and I mean nobody, has control over you, believe it or not. Okay? But what can happen is somebody can influence you, and if you are open to it and you allow it, this is what we would call a curse, or this is how black magic, white magic, and so on work, okay? In reality, nothing and no one has any control over you unless you allow it. You are always in total control because you are a powerful being of vast proportions filled with love and light, okay? All right, Emil, thoughts on astrology? Awesome. So astrology is just like anything else that I keep saying. It's just a tool, okay? And yes, well, there's a lot of successful astrologers out there, and I know that there's a lot of people following astrology, and that's okay. As long as you realize that astrology doesn't define who you are, but rather you can use astrology as a tool, then you are okay. Okay, nothing defines you. Remember that. You are always a free-willed personality. Hope you're doing well, my friend. Thank you. I am doing very, very well. I got lots of messages here. Okay, let's see. Camila, I have so many problems in my life, but they don't feel so bad anymore. Yes, Kittle with kindness. I see it. Absolutely. I totally agree with you, Camila. Because you're not allowing it, that's why. You're not allowing things to bother you, and that's the key. You see, you are, from what I see in your comments here, you are on your way to just a much higher vibration than what you were used to before, my friend. Kudos to you. I love that. Hiya. Okay, Rachel Jones is in the house. Okay, I love everything you are talking about. I find it very interesting. Thank you for that. And that's the whole idea behind all these lives and all these videos. I want to give you folks as much information as I can possibly give you, because it's all about gradual rising and gradual awakening. I love that. Thank you. I truly love your work. Love and peace, my friend. Thank you for those wonderful comments. And this is what it's all about. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for this. It's all about this. It's all about love. It's all about peace. And it's all about, raising the awareness that you are much, much more powerful, and you are much, much more greater than what you were brought up to believe in by the whole society, basically, okay? First, it starts with our parents. Then from there, our siblings, our school teachers, in general, just our environment. Then maybe our colleagues further down the road, our bosses, whatever the case might be. So, it's in my head, 1000%. Everything is in your head. But the trick here is to realize that you are not in your head, because you are observing your head. Okay, so if you can stay the distance behind and just observe everything, you're going to realize what I'm talking about. A lot of wonderful comments. Push some more likes here so we can create more of a feeding frenzy. Agape is in the house. Agape will raise your vibes all the way. Yes. So agape, for those that don't know what the word means, it's actually a Greek word, and it means love. So love will raise your vibes 1000%. There's no two ways about it. I totally agree with you. We just decided in this word to use the Greek word of agape, which is a beautiful, beautiful word. Yes, unconditional love backed by eternity, 1000%. Thank you for all those loves and hearts I see here going around. I love it. Thank you, my friends. I am. Okay, so thank you for subscribing. I really, really appreciate that. You are the best. Pinky Silver Chloe, I believe. Yeah, that's a beautiful, beautiful and long name. I love it. All right. So Pinky Silver Coin, okay, thank you for the rose and thank you for the subscription. Really, really appreciate it. And let's see what other comments we have here. Okay, good night, host. Good night, everyone. I truly love you. Thank you, Brandon. You enjoy the rest of your evening. You enjoy the rest of your night. I know for quite a few of you, it's already really, really late. 1 a.m., 2 a.m. Some of you, it's actually already morning. Because I know a lot of you are connecting from different parts of the world, like South Africa, Australia, New Zealand. I have so many of you from different parts of the world. And in Luxembourg, I believe, it's probably around, 12, I think just past 12, I think you mentioned, which is all good. Okay, Mario, Tattoo Act is saying you are amazing. Help so much this world, love and light to all. Thank you for all those wonderful words. Thank you for all those wonderful words and all those wonderful messages that you guys are sending me, because this is what it's all about. The more I see these messages, the more I am actually, guided to do even more stuff. Okay, I love it. So Camila, yes, thank you. Camila just answered you as well. No one can harm you unless you allow them. Thank you, Camila. So that's exactly the same message that I was saying, and Camila just verified that as well, because Camila does a lot of work with different stuff like this as well, and Camila is a wonderful person. I suggest you go over there and check her site as well. She's remarkable, and thank you for that. How do you go line? I'm not sure what you mean by that. How do you go line? How do you go... If you want to elaborate... Oh, how do you go live? That's what you meant. So, by just simply hitting the live button. I'm assuming that you're talking about TikTok, right? So you go live if you have from 1,000 followers and up. That's how you go live. So if you're trying to go live and you don't have 1,000 followers, I believe you can't go live. So that's how we go live. All right, let's see what else happened here. How can I train my mind to let go of anxiety? That's a beautiful question. Pepper's the same. Some days are better than others. Thanks in advance. Okay, so the most effective way to deal with any kind of a problem, especially something like this, something like anxiety, is step one, to recognize it, which you just did. You are fully aware that you are anxious, and some days are worse than others. So that's step one. Step two is to simply become fully present in the moment. This is key. I know a lot of you have heard me many times repeat this over and over again, and I keep repeating this because I am trying to emphasize it as much as possible. It is so important, because when you focus on the present moment, what happens is your mind stops thinking, literally. It can't do two things at the same time. Okay, your anxiety is created by thoughts that your mind is just projecting, or thoughts that your mind is actually receiving, I should say. Okay, so if you can give it a task, which in this case you are giving it a task by, forcing it to be present in the moment. Okay, what will happen is your anxiety levels will totally drop, because you're not giving any room to any thoughts. So that's how you deal with it. Free Spirit is here. Not sure if you ever answered that one. Are we affected by moon cycles, eclipse, full moon, etc.? Actually, you are totally right, Free Spirit. I think you have some psychic abilities here, my friend. You are totally right. I have never had that question, actually, about moon cycles, eclipse, or full moon, or anything like that. And yes, we do get affected. And the reason why we get affected is because our body, believe it or not, is over 3/4 water. Okay? And everybody knows what happens when the moon comes around, especially when it's full moon and it comes over the ocean. What do we have? We have, rising tides and all that stuff, right? So the gravitational pull of the moon affects the planet. It affects everything around us, especially the water, right? So that's why even people sometimes during the full moon go a little bonkers. It's not a myth, by the way. It is real. If you see people going a little bonkers during the full moon, it is real, because the water levels in their bodies get affected. Okay? So yes, beautiful question. Thank you for asking that, Free Spirit. Sent roses. Thank you for that. Pinky Silver Cloy. Thank you. Really appreciate it. So I had a beautiful dream last night, or two of my loved ones who have passed. Love and light to you. Awesome. Thank you for sharing that, Dizzy Star. Were you thinking about them and you had a dream? That's the question. Or did it just happen without you even expecting it to happen? That's wonderful. I love stuff like that. Rick is asking, thanks for giving me way to connect with my daughter by focusing on her photo. You are an alchemist. Thank you, my friend. I'm glad that I can help you out, Rick. And I'm happy that you are seeing results from what I'm telling you. And really, it's all about practice, okay? So let's say I give you something. If you practice it, believe me, you will find results. You will definitely have results, because it's just one of those things, right? It's just, there's no two ways about it. You will connect. Okay, what else do we have here? Can you explain the light language? Can you explain the light language? I don't really understand it, but I know I use it in healing. So Camila, thank you for that. So the light language pretty much explains it, okay? Anything that you put your mind to, and it doesn't matter if it's like the light language or anything like that, it's the intention behind it, Okay, that really, really matters. So the only thing that really matters, it doesn't matter what tool you use here, is the intention. So as long as you intend to use it for healing, then it will work for healing, believe it or not. Because that is, if not the most powerful thing, one of the most powerful tools that you can use is intention. Okay, so no, I wasn't a dream, it just happened. Awesome, thank you for responding to that. Free Spirit, thank you for answering. I keep evolving every week. It's truly magic. Thank you. And this is what it's all about. It's all about evolving. It's all about growing. It's all about going to bigger and greater places, of course. Hello from Montreal, my friend. Hello. All right. Beautiful. So, like I was saying at the beginning, okay, the reason for this live was just to simply explain to you that when what we call to truly be awake, what it truly means is just to realize that what is happening around you is your reality at that particular moment. It is not what's happening in your mind, okay? So the key here is to get out of your mind by being fully present and focused in the present moment. And once that happens, you are going to snap out of what we call this dream state. Okay, so I just wanted to make this a brief live, a brief short, if you might call that. And that's all I really, really wanted to do. I don't want to keep you wonderful folks up for very, very long. I know a lot of you, it's first thing in the morning. And I just love the fact that we are all connecting. Camila says, interesting, I love your answer. You do like everything makes sense. Yes, thank you. Thank you, Camila. Like I said, it's always the intention, and it doesn't really matter what tool we use, as long as the intention is there. How do I start dreaming again? So believe it or not, you have never stopped dreaming, Camila. Never. You've never stopped dreaming. It's just that you don't remember it. So what I would suggest is you take a dream journal. You have it beside you, believe it or not. Because by doing that alone, you're already putting the attention that you want to remember what's happening. Then before you go to sleep, put the intention out there again and say that I'm going to wake up in the middle of the night, or I'm going to wake up in the morning and I'm going to remember my dream. The key there is when you do wake up to write it down, because you will forget again. All right. So on that note, I'm going to call this an early evening here. Love and light to all of you. I'm truly humbled. I'm truly grateful. Thank you for all the new subscribers. Thank you for all your wonderful gifts and all your wonderful, beautiful comments. And the way we interact is absolutely amazing. I love you all very, very much. Love and light to you. Thank you, Camila. Love and light to you. And remember, no matter what you do, be the greatest you. Always keep smiling. Always have a positive attitude. Always have positive thoughts. No matter what is going on around you, you have the power to control your thoughts and your emotional state. Believe me, you do. I love you all very, very much. For now, have a wonderful night, evening.